What's up? What's up? Another day leveled up. It's your boy Salem, back with another one for you. Today I'm going to be talking about NoFap and the importance of it, why it's so important. See, I've made videos on semen retention, but I haven't gotten to NoFap and why that's so important. To even begin retaining, you have to start with NoFap. You can't be fapping and retaining. That just doesn't make sense. It all starts with NoFap. You see, one has to know the benefits and the detrimental effects it has on oneself to even feel motivated to embark on the journey and start to level themselves up. So I want to get into a few key points that I feel why NoFap is so important. And one of the first ones is society is manipulating you. You see, this world is sexually driven. It's been that way from the start, and it's only getting crazy. It's only getting crazier out here. The music, the media, things I used to look at as a kid that got me excited are now the everyday thing you could see on your phone. Like, imagine what that's doing to our young generation. People don't even feel like things are sacred anymore. Like the body, like sex is not even sacred anymore. Say what you want about it, but it's become, how would I say, recreational almost. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, if you're driven by sex, you're weak. A man who is able to be manipulated by sex is a weak man. One guy that cannot is a dangerous man. And I definitely believe that. From the start, we've been driven to be motivated by sex. The media, the movies, the porn, it's got us just trying to chase the next pleasure, the next high. You're less focused at the end of the day when you're chasing ass, but that same focus that you use to chase ass could get you to success. Think about it like this. Think about how much effort you put into getting ass on the weekend. You get dressed up, you look fly as fuck. You're buying all this alcohol, buying this cologne, you're hitting up all your friends, you'll drive halfway across town, stand in the cold for hopes of getting ass that night. Imagine if you put the same effort into your dreams and desires, your goals, what you could accomplish on the daily, months, weekly, year span, decade, your lifetime. Put that same focus, you transmute that energy into bettering yourself and the ones around you, you would be doing phenomenal things. That's where our energy comes from, and the world knows that. The higher power, they know that you're dangerous if you keep your vital fluids inside of you as a man. You literally see through all this bullshit. It's like you get to see behind the veil. It's like you wake up, you realize you're in the matrix. You realize how to do things. You realize how to talk to people. Things just become easy for you. They don't want you to know that. They do not want you to know that. They want to keep you sexually satisfied at all times, high, drunk, so that you are always wasting your seed, chasing the next high, chasing the next ass. You got to gain your power back. It's slowly killing the men in our society. That is the reason why men are so depressed and feminine these days. Men have never been so feminized. I've never seen so many men depressed than this time right now. And there's always a cause and effect. And the cause of it is because we are literally wasting our energies, not even just on females. Like, I doubt a guy has enough options, no matter his status, to be having sex that much. It's literally the fapping, with the combination of the fapping and sex. But the generations before us did not have this luxury, or this, I wouldn't like to call it a luxury. Just a means of destroying ourselves. We didn't have this luxury back then. So we have to gain our power back. It's so sad to see so many friends, friend of friends, going through shit, not feeling enough, having all this anxiety, can't even go into crowds without feeling a sense of just anxiety. It's just crazy, and it's because we're doing things behind closed doors that make us feel like scum of the earth. We get these evil entities around us sucking all of our lives, our life force outside of us. You feel like a creep when you are fapping off watching two people get it on. That's not natural. Like, are you a voyeur? Would you do that in real life? Probably not. If you do, you got some problems. The lack of zinc that comes out of your semen when you are ejaculating is linked to a clear and happy mental state. A lack of zinc causes depression. There's zinc in your seminal fluid. Do you also know that like a drop of semen is about, I think they say about almost 6 or more drops of blood? I'm pretty sure it's more than that. Like, you're literally draining your life. You're bleeding out every time you have an ejaculation. You make a whole entire being with that, and you're wasting that. Another one I want to get into is your dopamine levels are being so fucked up every time you're watching porn and ejaculating. Your dopamine levels are at a point higher than cocaine when you are watching porn. Porn is literally burning new neural pathways in your brain that are causing you to be desensitized to the everyday pleasures. Your fetishes start to heighten. It takes more things to get you off. You're watching all these crazy ass fucking categories, and you have to have the perfect porn cocktail to get off. Then you're watching some evil ass shit that you'd even start off liking. You become a whole other being. It's like it's literally a demon inside of you that you're feeding. It's the dark energy. Like, we're not meant to be a slave to our sexual desires. That's primal. You have to raise yourself higher than your lowest sexual desires. That's primitive. You're an animal at that point. If you can't overcome your sexual desires, you might as well be outside. You might as well be a fucking animal out here. You just sometimes do work and can sometimes focus. A monkey could do that. There's a thing called the Coolidge effect as well. There was a study they did on rats where they introduced a new female into their cage. Every time a new female was introduced to this male rat, it was able to get its sexual desire, desire back up to then mate with this female. And it did it so many times, even when it didn't have the energy to, it still went back and had sex with this female rat, the new female rats, until he literally fucking killed himself. There's no such thing as it when it's ever enough. It's the same thing when you're watching porn. The same thing when you're trying to find the next best girl out here, when you're not giving just one girl enough time to figure it out yourself. Trying to find a new landscape instead of seeing the same landscape with different eyes. One of the 7 Hermetic principles is all is mind. And if it all starts in your mind, then you are living in a literal hell on earth. You're able to live a heaven or a hell on earth. It's all up to you. But you don't even realize some people are actually living hell on earth. All this anxiety, scared about this and that, not having the strength to overcome challenges in their lives. That's a hell. A living hell they're living in. All is mind. Cultivate yourself and build yourself back up. Get yourself back to baseline. Allow yourself to build up and overflow and runneth over into the world, and your world will begin to change. But it all starts from the base. As above, so below. So below, so above. That's the same thing. It's one and the same. But you got to start at the baseline. Get back your mental clarity. Even start leveling up. Like it's a good thing. And then you can start worrying about the physical improvements. Those will come along. Those will naturally start to happen. Your body will start to reward you, as well as the universe, divinely leading you into proper situations where it feels like you are now worthy, because you are demonstrating yourself that you are to yourself and to this world, the Most High. You'll be rewarded. Believe that. Keep the faith and keep up the streak. Don't feel like it's too early. You're not seeing nothing, none of these benefits. You're waiting. You're counting down. Like I said, you can't count down on success. It's accumulation of days, accumulation of weeks, months, years. But if you constantly are leveling yourself up each day, that's why I created this channel called Another Day Leveled Up. It's impossible to be at the same place you were today if you were to constantly level yourself up each day. It's impossible. Get your mind and body on track, and like I said, you'll be rewarded. You'll be sitting there with a smile, the mental clarity, the strength, the solutions to whatever comes your way. You'll be the one that's called upon. You'll be like the Superman. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope this resonated with you and helped anybody struggling with fapping and retaining. It's a serious thing that we all have to take seriously. To even begin to get on into this life and make something of yourself, you have to start with self-discipline, and self-discipline is self-love at the end of the day. Love yourself enough to look after your 30-year-old, 40, 50, 60, 70-year-old self. Take care of that person. Who's going to take care of yourself when you're that age? Be your own savior. Love you guys. If this resonates with any of you guys, like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop more content. Stay leveling up. Peace.